Probably the most important thing that you should keep in mind is not to be negative about the situation you're in. And I know that's difficult, but you have to keep reminding yourself why you're in it, right? You're in it because you want to get a job, secure a future, and progress, right? Among all the other side benefits that come from it. It's very easy to double second guess, wonder about whether you're qualified, and a whole bunch of other things that come with that situation. So my counsel to you would be, don't do that. Reach out to each other, and always get up in the morning and look in the mirror and be proud of who you are and what you bring to the table.
The 3 points. First, know your market, know your audience, know your target audience, who you are trying to know, who are the hiring managers. And that's number 1, do some research on that. Number 2 is, know what their current needs are, what their pain points are. If you can really know that, it will resonate very well. Third, related to Biju's point, what's your uniqueness? Don't forget that even if there are some negative, outcome in some cases, refine your uniqueness and stick to that story. Refine that story and then keep telling people your story. It will resonate.
I think when we start talking, and I've spoken to over 12 different individuals today, and the common theme is that you're getting to hear similar kind of challenges and everything else. And the thing I want to point out is that you're not alone. All of those individuals that are here, none of you guys are alone. You've now got a family and a number of contacts that you can leverage on. I would ask you to learn at every opportunity, embrace the change, embrace the guidance that the mentors are giving you. Stay positive, and good things will come in due course.
Stay strong, stay positive. You need only one job. There are thousands of jobs there, and you just need one job, and that's going to come to you one day. Just be positive, and somebody will see you, and somebody will give you a job. Have trust in yourself.
If you're doing things and you're not getting the outcome you want, I'm going to say take a step back, look at your assumptions and challenge them. Think about what is the principle. Go to first principles and then build back up. Maybe your house, has a weak foundation, so rebuild the foundation. So I think look at your assumptions, rework them, challenge them, talk to people, and then rebuild your house, and you might find a different outcome.
In rebuilding that house, you must be aware of your mental status in terms of being able to temper the outcomes that you want. So, you may be a programmer and you want to get a programming job, but none comes to you directly. You may end up being a tester or a QA person. I'd like to just say that, one of the major things, we all go through some sort of mental disposition in our life because we don't get the outcomes that we want immediately. So I think the biggest thing that I could say to everyone is that, always temper your outcomes with, the road where you want to get to may not always be straight. It will go in different directions, and you should be open enough to accept some of those directions that will eventually get you to where you're going to end up.
Job search is quite a bit of a self-discovery process. So you need to really put a work that not always is easy, and put a mirror. As Amir said, sometimes you need to reflect, and sometimes you need to kind of look at things that maybe are not where they should be, or where you want to have them in your personal sort of skill set and toolkit. So it is important to be very honest with yourself. You will be getting a lot of advice, and I want you to be open and listen to everything. Some advice is very generic, might not sound like it's fitted for your situation. Try to find seeds in every single advice that might be helpful to you. That's that kind of discovery process that you can get out of it. But then adjust it and pick and choose, customize to your own situation. So you are not really as a going where the wind goes, but have a certain stance of your goals, your dreams, your path, and what is suitable for you, what not. Um, Job search is personal, a very personal journey, but it's always nicer and easier to do it in a context of community. So events like this, or being part of groups that support job seekers, are very important, because sometimes you need somebody to tell you, don't worry. Anna said, it's probably nothing you never heard before. Be positive. It's not easy, but you need to hear it sometimes, right? When you're going through tough times, applying, not getting response. So having this community of people who are supporting you as mentor or mentors, and as well other job seekers, are really, really good, for that emotional support and advice. So don't try to do it all by yourself. Rely on mentors and network. You can learn as well from other job seekers. So do leverage opportunity to be part of bigger group of job seekers, having mentor or mentors, and really take it as a personal journey of discovery.
Know yourself first. Know everything about you. If it's spiritual, I don't know how you would treat it. If it's spiritual management or whatnot, know yourself inside out. What you need, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. Second, know what works. It could be with the hiring manager, it could be the job, it could be the industry, it could be the company. Know it. And when I say know it, you should do your market research. You're expected to do that. The third thing would be, please enjoy this journey. You're not going to do this again, and hopefully you don't want to do this again, right? Every few years. So enjoy this journey, because it's only the best thing that's going to come out, nothing else. It's only positivity that's going to come out. So make sure you enjoy this journey, and yeah, don't be hard on yourself.
It all boils down to being positive across. See, when you have your job search, there'll be days where you'll feel terrible, you'll be dejected, you'll be frustrated, but please ensure you guys stay positive. And I know this is it's very easy to say it, and it's very difficult to actually implement it. I've gone through that. I know how my initial 3 to 3.5 months passed. Reaching out to people when people would not respond, you take an interview and it does not work very well. It can be very frustrating. But look at it as a process. See, all of us, when we've reached here, we have good resumes. We all have a skill set that we bring to the table. It is just about getting the correct fit. Now, there are some people who actually got a job in maybe a week. Some people have taken 2 weeks. Some people have taken a month. But it does not mean that, say, if somebody has got a job within a week, when you hear it, it often tends to hit you hard in the heart that, oh, this person came here after me, but he's already got a job. And I've been here for maybe 2 months and I've not got it. But it happens. Now, see, it's not about getting a job. Say, if somebody just wants a survival job, you can get it in a week. But that might not really make you happy. So everybody has their own timeline. Everybody has their own goals. Everybody has their own focus. There are some occupations which take longer to get a break, and some, of course, just get a break quicker. So yes, you all are fighting your own battle. Believe in yourself, be positive, and yes, you will get what you all want. So just believe in yourself, and you guys have to get it. It's just a matter of time. Unfortunately, it's COVID, but yeah, this phase will pass. You guys have to just be patient, just hang in. And yeah, you guys will get it. All the best to each one of you.
Tough times never last, tough people do. And this is one of the toughest journey that you all, and even we all, have begin at some point of time in our life. Most of us have been qualified from our last country, from where we come from, or the graduation, whatever we have done till now. So everyone has their own time, and time is the only factor that we need to consider. So I would say that please be consistent and persistent in doing the job. Second thing is, attitude is everything. Be positive, stay positive, as all the mentors always believe. And Meena is one of the best example to see that attitude. That be positive, have a smile, show the positive gestures, show your enthusiasm for the role that you are applying. Never think job search as don't think for the end result. as I think Vinay said rightly, enjoy the journey. So you need to enjoy and show your USP wherever you go. That is, we say in resume, I always use this word USP, that is unique selling proposition. So you are all unique. We are all unique. We all have our own specialities, our own strengths. That's what also mentioned by Vinay, I think, strength. So do your own SWOT, find out what best suits you, and never ever try to think or overthink, because sometimes when we overanalyze, we are also getting in trouble. So always analyze and energize yourself, get ready and go ahead. And it's always matter of time. Soon or late, you will be getting a job. Job is not only the one, your passion is also to be considered at the same time. So follow your passion, and that is called follow your heart. Whatever it says, it's correct. Yes. It's not correct. Yes. Because mind and fight always fights. Mind says, yes, go for this job, basic job, just start. Heart says, no, wait, we will get it. So sometimes you need to compromise between, but the end is always good. And do not just sit down and just apply. Always ask. If you ask, you get something. And that something may be no. If it's no, I always say no is next opportunity.
COVID or no COVID, looking for a job is hard. It's tough, but you got to lean on other people, and you have to not create a story of not being good enough, and it's never going to happen. Because hiring managers, HR, recruiters, job seekers, we're all just people trying our best in this COVID world, and things are delayed. Maybe no news isn't bad news. I say that to my candidates all the time because things are taking a little bit longer. So really, it's just about keep plugging through this, working hard. I know it's going to be hard, but that's part of life. Not everything is going to be easy and go our way, but this is what we've got on our plates, and you're going to be able to move forward. Destination CEO has a lot to offer people with all these mentors, but we've got a program in place to remove the barriers and roadblocks that you might have in front of you that you might not even be aware of. And if you're applying and not hearing anything, maybe jobs are on hold and they're building a pipeline because it's COVID. Or maybe you have to, like Amir said, look at the foundation and say, like, hey, are there things I need to change here? Am I presenting my best self in this format that works to the Canadian market? So we're here to support you, and we appreciate you taking the time on this sunny Sunday afternoon to talk to us and learn and help each other. So it's good. So thank you very much for that.
The best part is to try, right? And just to get the attempt on, and making sure, as Aladdin spoke about in the beginning, that really understand what you're trying to hit, right? And then making sure that you're prepared, and then go with it so that it makes that impact. And don't try to really go clanker down on the niche that you have, which you think you have. Try to look at it from a bigger perspective, and always look at it from the recruiter or the hiring manager's perspective. Solve their problem, your problem will automatically get solved.
Definitely connect with one another as a peer for yourself, because if someone gets placed, they might help another peer for you to refer or help. They were in your situation, or some people are in your situation, so when you share things, it is very easy for them to understand where you're coming from. So I would definitely say focus your connections and networking skills in everywhere, not just with mentors or be with one strategy. Go with all out, and then you will definitely be good.
A piece of advice I would give, and I've said it a few different ways, is to be intentional or be present or be on purpose. So with that being said, today you may participate in a networking session with us in Destination CEO, and today you've accomplished a networking component to your job search. Tomorrow you may have a conversation with someone online, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, that gives you some great insight. And the next day you may be spending more time on your job search and applying there. So my advice would be just to be purposeful and be intentional in your job search and in networking. This does not just apply to job search or just applying it, it's a philosophy I like to use in life as well. You know, have conversations with people who are like-minded to you and network with them. Have conversations with them about, you know, it might be your job search journey, it may be your story, it may be some insight that they may have, or they may be able to provide feedback to you as well. So taking into consideration, you know, your job searching and your networking, just be present and be authentic about, you know, your story and what you're going through. Today, we were able to share stories about, you know, the struggle in our job searching, or, you know, ask questions to a variety of mentors about, you know, some insight that we have into the industry. And I would say to continue that philosophy even outside of the job search, network with people, have conversations with people about their struggles, about what they're going through, about what their story is, and just be authentic, be present, and live on purpose with other people in your networking circles, with your family, with your friends, with people in your communities and in your industry. So definitely be intentional and continue to make connections that way.
During this COVID-19 situation, like job search is really difficult right now. But I believe all you guys attend this section, you talk to so many people. I think for that reason, sometimes you need someone to talk to. And I also understand, like, maybe you have already heard so many different opinions, so many different tips from different individuals, like from different mentors. Then somehow you get a little bit confused because maybe someone says one thing and the other say one thing. There's no one single solutions to your job search. So you have to figure out like what opinion like can relate to you and use your judgment. There's no one single formula to make you success. But I believe all of you have the good tool, you have the good skill set, you have very good experience, you are unique, you have a personality that companies, different organizations, they want you to work with them. So keep this energy, keep this spirit, and I believe all of you can find your dream job very soon.